Hi friends, how are you today? I'm doing fine, and thanks for all the well wishes. I'm feeling so much better. I wanted to share my seeds for 2022. What I've ordered so far this year, I'd say I have the bulk of what I need already ordered, but you know, I see something that I just have to have. I have a weakness when it comes to seeds. Now what I'm showing you is just what I ordered this year. I have plenty more seeds saved. So there'll be other things in the garden and you can keep seeds, and that's why I do it. Some seeds, you know, they're harder to keep. You can't, for example, alliums, especially onions, garlics, chives, their seeds are good for a year. And maybe the following year, but it's going to be really spotty germination. And you'll notice on the back of any seed packet or on the front, there's a date, and that's the last day they can sell it for that year. Seed companies are required to replenish their stock every year. What I'm about to show you are coming from three main companies. I love Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. You can find them at rareseeds.com. I really like this company in Maine. It's Fedco Seeds. That's Fedco. That's their packet right there. They're out of Maine. I really like their stuff, or their selection anyways. This is actually the first year I'm trying it, so I can't say I like it, but I like their company. I love their catalogs. That's very old-timey. It's just newspaper print. But anyhow, I think I lost my point. Oh, and the third company I use a lot is M.I. Gardner. He's out of Michigan, M.I. Michigan. He's a YouTube content creator. He has a seed company, does garden videos, and he's just been growing and growing. I've been watching him for a few years. He has a lot of good practical garden experience. God, I love seeds so much. So let's start with radishes. You've seen these in videos in my past, but these are white icicle radishes. I love these. They grow really well in my garden. Probably the best of all that I grow. Another one I'm very fond of that I bought this year, also from M.I. Gardner, is the French breakfast radish. Those are really good too. I like those too. I have other ones in my collection, but that's what I've ordered this year. I have a lot of lettuce left over, so I didn't really buy too much. I did buy, no, this was free. When you order for Baker Creek, they usually send you at least one packet of free seeds. And this is Merlot lettuce, a red lettuce. I love this. It's a good one. It's really pretty. It's so striking. And then from M.I. Gardner, I've always wanted to try growing some frisee. It's an escrow. It's bitter. You see in this picture, they blanched it. In this picture, they blanched it. When it's about ready to pick, you put a dinner plate on it. It's a fairly large, flat-looking, it's not really a lettuce, it's an endive, or endive. And they'll put that plate on for a couple of days to blanch, which means, you know, get the green out. It turns yellowish white. Salad lardon. It's a French salad. It has this lettuce, and then it has like a hot bacon vinaigrette poured on it. The bacon's cut into like little batons or lardons. Excuse my French, even though like I am French, or I have French Canadian roots. And it also has a poached egg on it, and it's like a yummy salad, so I'm hoping to get some of that. Okay, what's next? Oh yes. So I love snow peas, and I have a few varieties. This is the Mammoth melting snow pea, a very good variety. Some of you know that I love the golden sweet snow pea. Those are really yummy. They usually do well here too. And here's another green variety. This one is from Fedco. This is the Oregon Giant Snow Pea. And that's like a big flat one. Now for the Fedco seeds, because they don't have pictures on their packets, I'll throw up a picture. So those are the snow peas. I grew this Swiss chard. I really like this one. It's, I'm gonna say Luculus. It's yummy. It's smaller than, you know, the red and yellow and orange and pink variety, the Northern Lights you've probably seen like in stores. It's smaller than that. It does well for me. It's actually still growing in the garden. It's kind of stunty right now because it's so cold and not getting a whole lot of light, but it's doing okay. All right, so I have still these Chinese brassicas first. This one is choice sum, and it's an Asian vegetable. It's kind of like broccoli, except it's often blooming, and you'll eat the leaves as well. I had this in Chinatown back in the day, and I like it. It's really yummy, and I'm a fan of bok choy, so there's this variety. It's a milk bok choy. It's a smaller one, but I like small ones. Okay, what else do I got some new kales. The first one from Fedco is Nero Toscano. Also, you've probably seen it as Dinosaur Kale. That's very yummy. And then this new one, it's called, well, I don't know if it's new, I've never seen it before, Dazzling Blue Kale. So it looks like the Toscano, except it has like the purpley blue ribs. Cabbage, Merlot cabbage. I bought that for Peter. His family name was Murdoch, but with a K. And that's a cone-shaped cabbage, and you'll see those pictures in between my little thoughts here, so. This is its own category. I bought some lemongrass seeds. I like Asian food, it's no surprise. And lemongrass is so expensive in the grocery store. It's like 2 stalks is like $5. So I'm gonna try to grow my own. Alrighty, what do we want to talk about next? Beans. I don't think you'll find any of these very surprising. I already have a big collection of those. They last like 5 years, at least. So, my beloved dragon tongue beans. I love this bean. It's big and you think it's tough, but it's not. It's tender, sweet, love them. And I love my Royal Burgundy. That's a purple bean, but when you put it in boiling water, it will turn green. And then I've got a yellow bean, top-notch golden wax. I haven't tried this variety before, so that'll be fun. And those my new bean. Let's go with cucumbers. All right. I grew these the last couple of years. This is the Suyo long cucumber. It's I think Japanese in origin. They're just so crunchy and crisp. I love those. Now I have some from Fedco seeds. This is the Silver Slicer. It's a white cucumber. And I'm looking forward to them. So one of the gardeners I follow on YouTube is at Roots and Refuge Farm. and Jess, and she loves those. Now, she was growing them in Arkansas, and she's recently moved to South Carolina, so I hope I have some of the success that she has. And then I got a pickling cucumber. It's a national pickle cucumber from Fedco. So now let's go on to melons. I grew both of these last year. The first one is the Chrysanthemum Melon. It's about the size, they look big in this person's hands. When I grew them, they're about the size of a baseball, so they weren't really big, but they were very good. Unfortunately for me, the pickle worm got most of them. And then I tried this one last year, had no success, but I'm gonna try again. This is the Kajari Melon. It's from India. It's another small, personal melon, bigger than the Chrysanthemum. And so the past couple of years, I've discovered the honey nut. It's like a little mini butternut squash. They are so awesome. They're so sweet, and they have the best winter squash flavor. They are amazing. So I've never grown winter squash, so it's about time I try. Let's talk about peppers. This one from Fedco is a hot Portugal pepper. I'll put up the picture. It looks really good. I'm hoping that, it does well for me. And then jalapenos is one of my favorites, and I've heard a lot of good things about Craig's Grande jalapeno peppers, so I'm gonna grow those. And then I have grandchildren who do not like hot peppers, so I'm gonna be growing jalapenos. So that tastes like a jalapeno, but none of the heat. So that'll be fun to make salsas with. And here's a sweet pepper. It's Jimmy Nardello. I've heard lots of great things about this, so we're gonna let them see what they do over here. I think they're really popular in New Jersey. I have a couple of flowers here that I'd like to add to my collection. I love zinnias, and this is a Pumilla mix. So it's about a 2-foot zinnia. The ones I grew last year were like 5-6 feet. So this will fit better in my garden. And then I got some calendula, and that's the Pacific mix. Thank you so much for watching this video if you got this far. As you just saw, tomatoes will be a separate video because I love my tomatoes. And this was getting a little long, so there'll be another video out shortly. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. My Cape Cod life.